Battleborn Injury Lawyers presents the Big Four at 4. Number 4.
That was a flashback to Big 5 at 5. Now we do Big 4 at 4. Salerno, Cofield. This hour is brought to you by Battleborn Injury Lawyers. 766-1400, the call from anywhere in the state of Nevada number. And, of course, office for Battleborn in Reno, downtown Vegas, Summerlin, and Henderson. So we barely touched on the Joel Embiid encounter with a Philadelphia columnist. So Marcus Hayes, I think his name is?
Yeah.
Embiid got mad at him for something he wrote, threatened him, and then pushed him on his shoulder. A security guard trying to break it up, then pleaded with everyone, do not report this. Like, bruh, cat's out of the bag.
Weird. Yeah.
You're not going to get covered up.
Yeah, a bunch of reporters aren't going to report it. That makes sense.
This was written up as, well, I'll read you the quotes. Next time you bring up my dead brother or my son again, you're going to see what I'm going to do to you. This is Embiid. And I'm going to have to live with the consequences. Yes, you are. And he said, this is not the blanking first time. Did you go back and read what the guy wrote about his brother and his son?
I did. It was pretty innocuous. Honestly.
I thought it was completely innocuous. Now, is it personal? Yeah. The guy got personal. He wrote about 10 days ago, and I'll point out, folks, I know that this doesn't do any good, but when you see a story, take like 5 minutes to see what the story actually is, because so few people went back. This is why aggregators mostly suck. These are the people who take links from others and then rewrite the story and then leave out an important detail like, what did the guy write that he's mad about? Please put it at the top of the story. This columnist wrote about 10 days ago, Joel Embiid consistently points to the birth of his son Arthur as the major inflection point in his career. He often says that he wants to be great, to leave a legacy for the boy named after his little brother. So Joel Embiid's brother Arthur passed. His son is named Arthur. And the guy pointed to, hey, you wanted to leave a legacy. Now we examine you not playing. I mean, you can get mad about that, but to turn it into a push and a threat, I think it's overboard.
Well, it goes back to the same thing with Kels. It's family stuff. So, I mean, I'm not going to say I understand that he should have done it, but myself being a hothead, I've done things like that before. So I do understand how you could do something and then be like, oh, man. Like, if I'm Embiid right now, I think if you got him to be honest, he's probably like, man, I wish I didn't do that. But, you know, you mess with people's families, sometimes you're going to get touched up. Now, I'm not saying he should do it, but I wouldn't bring up somebody's family in my article. I just wouldn't do it.
I don't think Joel Embiid is stupid. So by saying what I'm going to say next, it's not what I'm suggesting, but I feel like someone does need to sit him down and explain what has happened and what is happening right now, that him not playing in games without an explanation and having played in the Olympics, there's some optics here. There's some issues. And that's why people are coming after him. And then it's also a hot button issue because the Sixers are asking for a new arena and their best players not playing. And then there's stuff he can't control, like the NBA has a perception image that makes it look like some of the biggest stars are only in for it for like 75% of the games each season.
You could say that without bringing up his little brother and, you know, all that stuff, though. I mean,
there's no doubt it's personal.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's worth, pushing someone. I'm not going to call it assault or battery or whatever.
I get it. Like, we all have history with some people probably that we don't particularly like. So you're not going to give them the benefit of the doubt if they say something, you know, and if it's about your family. I mean, again.
I know, but there's lots of people I would like to punch in the face who I don't like.
Right.
But I also know there's repercussions. And I'm also someone who can cool down pretty quickly, and someone can go, listen, this is what happened. I mean, you're not seeing it, right?
Right.
Someone's got to do that to Joel Embiid. Like, you're not going to win this war. And this kind of goes back to what I was saying before the Olympics. I don't know why any NBA teams outside of guilt would allow their $40, $50, $60 million player to play in, yay, USA.
Dude,
what is really a meaningless exhibition? We're the best country in the world when it comes to basketball.
Right.
If we send the A team, the B team, the Z team. Now, I know there's also people who are going to be like, he's not playing for his country. What the hell's wrong with him? If the organization, like, I'll give you another one. In baseball, that World Baseball.
Don't even get me started.
I would never let
a pitcher.
No way are you pitching.
Yeah, you get your starting pitcher throwing in December. What are you, serious? That's the most ridiculous thing ever. When I had
the Mets 2 years ago with Edwin Diaz,
yeah,
down for the year.
Ridiculous. Dude, when that came out, I was so mad. I forget who it was at the time, but the Yankees had a starting pitcher that was pitching. They're like, hey, he usually starts in March. He's warming up right now. It's, December. I'm like, the guy's arm's going to be done by the time he gets to the season.
The Lakers should have never let Anthony Davis play. Now, so far he's been good. He's actually having one of the best years of his career.
Yeah.
But is he going to be ready to go when it really counts in April, May, and June? June would be a dream to make it to the NBA Finals.
Oh, even LeBron, he's like 70s playing in the Olympics.
I never understood why an off-injured guy who was coming off a season where he couldn't finish the season was playing 3 months later in the Olympics.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. What was Kawhi doing there?
Why I don't even know why he started.
Yeah, why did he even go?
And then I think the team was like, you can't play, man. What
are
you doing here?
Yeah, and then he's not even playing in the NBA at all.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Griffin sends over a story today. I didn't see this. The Atlanta Falcons social media team took a shot at Cowboy fans after beating Dallas. Team posted the score of the game on Twitter and stated, quote, tough week to be a Yankees fan. You're a Yankees fan.
That's pretty funny.
But you know what they're saying.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Usually Yankees fans are also Lakers and Cowboys fans. I think it's the joke. And, yeah, it's pretty funny. I laughed at it.
No offense taken.
No offense taken.
In fact, that would be another rant I've done many times. I don't need to do it again. But by looking at someone age-wise, what was happening with their local team if they're a fan of a team outside of where they came from. You quit, maybe wisely, so you don't have to sound like me at the beginning of this hour with the Jets. But we know why you're a whatever fan, because they were winning at the time when you're formulating, what sort of fan you were going to be and who you were going to root for. By the way, Yankees note, I understand the business we're in. It doesn't mean we're fake, okay? Stop listening to that. Fake news. But when I saw the Garrett Cole opting out of contract with the Yankees, that is bait. Now it's on you, the reader, to do a little bit of research. Now, you gave them what they wanted because you gave them the click. But the story was he had 4 years left on his deal. 4 years, $144 million. He opted out. If the Yankees technically wanted to keep him under that contract, they'd have to add a 5th year, which would put him at age 39 for another $36 million. The news came out today. Oh, he's staying with the Yankees on the same exact deal. He didn't get the 5th year. What do you think happened here?
I think that he looked at the market and
bingo.
Yeah.
I mean, it's worth a try.
Sure.
But I'm sure they sent feelers out and they're like, you're 34. You're not the most durable guy. You're making 36 a year now. What do you think you're getting? Like 5 for 250? Because that ain't going to happen.
And I'll be honest, I'm a little bit surprised. He must have had some really bad news in the market because I don't think he wants to be a Yankee anymore after what happened in the playoffs and his reaction. Maybe he's just mad, but it didn't look like he was very happy with the team.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Griffin, are you all sassy about your Bears? And what happened? Did Charles Davis piss you off?
Charles Davis didn't piss me off. What pissed me off is that he's stating the obvious of saying, why is Caleb Williams still in the game during garbage time when the Bears have already lost? They're already, need to shift the focus to next week. And instead, we got our franchise first overall quarterback out there getting his hamstring torn apart because Eberflus wants to either prove a point or whatever it is. But it's ridiculous. Anybody who's been following along with the Bears knows this is just going with the trend of what this season has been.
I don't get what you're saying. If I'm the coach, Caleb Williams is closing out the game. Unless he's got a previous injury. Now we have to take out rookie quarterbacks
to preserve
at the end of games that are blowouts?
I mean,
play. You're not good. Play. More plays.
I'd take him out too.
I just don't agree with that.
This is getting ridiculous. Everyone needs to be protected at the end of the game.
About your investment. You put your car in the garage at night, right?
That is a very good point.
He could just easily get hurt, whatever he hurt, his hamstring, in the first 15 plays of next week.
Well, you could say that about anything, though. The less times he takes snaps, then the less chance it is he gets hurt. Come on.
Keep him out of the field. Like I said, he's the 31st ranked quarterback by PFF. He's had some good moments.
Pretty good.
Most of it, it's not good. Most of it's not been. He needs the reps. Number 1.
Number 1.
Uh-oh. Raiders owner in hot water. No, not that one. Not the real owner. We have to examine this a little bit with Tom Brady. We started hitting this on Monday. So, Griffin, did he actually get guff over making a comment about the officials in the game he was calling?
a lot of people were thinking he was going to get some kind of penalty from the NFL. The NFL came out and said that what he said about the player getting ejected, not agreeing with that call from the refs, the NFL came out and said, nope, that's fine. It's not a big deal.
Good.
But it's just it's teetering on that line of Tom Brady's going to start getting some nasty water here with both jobs.
Let him do his job. Your partner's with Fox. I'm sure he's going to be careful. All of a sudden, I'm a big Tom Brady backer now.
Yeah, what the hell's going on over here?
Big change, man. You know, he owns the team locally. We kind of need him to do well. This 2-7 stuff ain't helping us at all.
Traffic is brought to you by Portive Subs. Stop in today or order at portivesubs.com or on our app.